Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shan. What is going on with this flower? Anyway, hi, welcome to Educating Shani. I'm Shani and I have an eating disorder. Hi Shani. Hi. Welcome to the Merry Christmas of the I'm officially allowed to say Merry Christmas because it's after Thanksgiving video of mine. And I'm finally allowed to express my freedom of Christmas admiration and decoration and celebration and all of the other Asians, and I'm just so happy that I don't have to like feel bad about having my tree in the background. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I have a few announcements before I get to my Topic Tuesday video. The first announcement is that I'm on my period. You're welcome. If you watch my videos, you know that I tend to get a little bit cranky and I tend to get a little bit not fun to watch, which sucks because today's video is very important, but oh well. I got the cramping and the bleeding and I'm just saying. Announcement is that I am so sorry about last Friday's Fun Friday video not being there. I was not able to post it and you'll find out more tomorrow why. It was actually an extremely frustrating ordeal. I had a huge Thanksgiving vlog that was super funny, super fun, super everything, and it got ruined and I can't give it to you. So you'll find out about that more tomorrow, about why that wasn't there. So I'm sorry that that wasn't there. That was going to be in place of our Fun Friday just because it was the day after Thanksgiving. It was going to be like a special vlog thing. But because I wasn't able to give you guys that, I feel so bad. And so Danny and I thought that we would do 2 Fun Friday videos this week. So watch for Friday to see 2 different Fun Fridays coming up. And it's going to be really fun. I might even post one of them on Thursday. I'm not sure yet. Just keep on checking on my channel. The other thing I want to say is that I'm almost to 300 subscribers. I'm like 11 away or something like that. And if you subscribe to me, please tell your friends to subscribe because I made a video for you of me singing again. And you know that if you watch my videos, you know that it is such a big deal for me that I sing for you. I don't even like to sing for my family. It's like a huge step of growth for me to the fact that I have already sung for you guys. And so I made this thing to try and bribe you. I don't know why this would bribe you, but I said that if you could get me to 300 subscribers, I would post another video of me singing. So I have that video already made. It is ready to be posted. I just need 11 more subscribers and then I will be singing my favorite Christmas song for you. So subscribe to me. Tell people to subscribe to me. If you're one of those 11 people that I need, then subscribe and stuff because you love me and I love you and I would like to sing for you. Well, I wouldn't like it, but I would like to do it for my own growth and personal facing my fears and yeah. Okay, I got the idea to do this video. I feel like I should do this video. It's probably a good idea to do this right now because it's been a while since I've kind of explained what I do on my channel and why I do it, and this kind of ties into that. So if this is your first time watching me, this is a good video for you to watch because I kind of am going to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing and blah blah blah. So what today's topic is going to be about is I'm going to talk about why we should talk about eating disorders more and be open about it. And yeah, I got this idea from talking to one of my family members on Thanksgiving, and she works with a lot of young girls, and she was saying how she might want to like show them my videos to talk to them about eating disorders, and how some other people who are in charge of those girls also are kind of afraid to do that because they don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable or anything. And so I don't know, like it just got me thinking that I need to kind of refresh this, idea that I'm having, and which is this channel of mine. So I started this channel for 3 reasons. The first reason was to help myself to get better. I need a lot of people to back me up, to push me into getting me better. I need the more people I have to stay accountable to, the better I tend to do. And so that's one of the reasons I started these videos, was because I needed more people around me, and I just And I also just, it has been good for my psyche and my mental state to face one of my biggest fears, which is talking to people or talking in public. And I know that technically this isn't in public, but I do have it in my brain that this will go public and that people will see it. So you know what I mean? Anyway, yeah. The second reason I started it was to help other people who have an eating disorder to not feel alone. This is actually kind of the top reason for me. Well, I mean, obviously I want to get myself better, but I really want people out there, especially young people, mostly young girls and some young boys as well, who are struggling with an eating disorder, to feel like that they're not alone. And that's why I'm making these videos, to show what it's like to have an eating disorder and to take you through my life and take you through the things that I'm going through, as well as trying to teach you guys. And that's the third reason that I'm doing this, is to educate people. Educate, the ED in educate is capitalized in my name because that stands for eating disorder, and I don't think I've said that for a while, but I'm sure people get the idea. I don't know. So yeah, that's the third reason, is that I wanted to educate the world out there about eating disorders so that people will talk about it more. And that brings me to what today's video is about, which is why we need to talk about these things more. It is so important to not hide if you have an eating disorder, and here's why. Because if you watch all my videos, you'll notice I always have kind of playful music going on. I try to be, you know, if I do something funny or stupid, I will leave it in because I'm trying to be human. I'm trying to show you how I really am. When I very first started these, my very first video, I felt like it had to be perfect, and it totally wasn't. But in my mind, I was like, I have to be perfect. I have to say every line perfectly. I have to look perfect. But then when I saw that it wasn't perfect and I could not get it to come out perfect for how I wanted it, Danny was like, you know what? People don't want to see perfect. They wouldn't watch you if you were perfect. That would just make other people, like, who wants to watch somebody that's perfect? People want to watch somebody that they relate to. And so from then on, I decided to just start being myself. And if I'm goofy and stupid and awkward, which I am pretty much all the time, and if I burp, and if I, you know, whatever I do, I'm just gonna let it slide in these videos because it makes people feel more comfortable. And the more comfortable people feel watching my videos, the more comfortable people are gonna be talking about it. And so I try and keep it upbeat, I try and keep it light, I try and keep it positive, although I'm still addressing the seriousness of eating disorders, making it light so that people will feel comfortable talking about it. So the reasons that I feel like it's so important to talk about eating disorders or any addiction is because addiction, first of all, addiction loves secrecy. Addiction thrives on secrecy. It can't really happen sometimes without secrecy. It wasn't until a few years ago that I started just talking openly about it with people. And when I did, I just noticed that it wasn't as intriguing to me. It wasn't like, okay, so I don't have to keep this a secret anymore, so it's actually not that interesting to me anymore. Like, I still do it out of habit, but that's, you know, 26 years of, I'm working on that. You know that if you watch my videos. And addiction also loves loneliness. Addiction attacks you when you're lonely, and I don't want these people, all these girls out there or boys, to feel lonely and like they can't talk about it, because if they can't talk about it, then they feel lonely. They feel like they're alone in the world. They feel like they don't have anybody that they can talk to, and then that just feeds their addiction more. And addiction loves loneliness. Addiction loves secrecy. Addiction loves secrecy, addiction loves loneliness, and addiction loves to trick you into thinking that it's not bad for you. That's what addiction is. That's what the voice of Ed does to me, and all the other people out there who are struggling with other kinds of addictions have their own voices in their heads that are tricking them and telling them that it's okay to do these behaviors, and then the addiction gets worse and worse and worse because you're constantly going back and forth from knowing that it's not good for you, but then listening to those voices because you've just done it for so long that you can't even help it anymore. Like, it's a scary, scary road. And when kids out there feel alone, like, that's when the addiction can hit them the worst. Like, that's why it's so important for kids to socialize. That's why it's so important for kids to get out and do things with friends and meet new people and learn new experiences and talk about things. And if all of us out there could just make it more comfortable for people to talk about eating disorders and any addiction, but I'm more about eating disorders here, then I don't feel like it would be as big of a problem or it would help people get better faster, because you cannot get better from an addiction until you address the fact that you have it first. They say that all the time in the 12-step meetings. The first step is admitting that you have a problem, and kids do not feel safe enough to go to their parents to admit that they have a problem, and so they just hide it, and then the secrecy turns into more addiction, and the loneliness turns into more addiction, and you just get deeper and deeper, and you start to, and it just clouds you, and it becomes your normal, and it becomes your world, and then it becomes 26 years later, and you're a grown adult that should have kids and that's been married for 12 years and who has no kid. How long have I been married? 11 years, and I have no kids, and I'm not able to work, and I'm not able, like, it can ruin, it can destroy what you have in your dream of what the perfect life for you is. Please, parents out there, please, please, please figure out a way to teach your children about eating disorders, or to just talk to them about it. Just kind of like warn them, you know, just, you don't have to be like super what you might think is inappropriate to tell them. I don't even know what that would be, but I've heard that from people, like it's inappropriate to talk about this with kids, but like to me it's like it's absolutely appropriate to talk about it, or else they might develop it before they know the seriousness of it. Like, we need to be warning our kids more before they fall into it, and kids start sometimes so early with their eating disorders. Mine started at 5 years old, and I mean, back then I don't think people even talked about it very much. Like, our world has gotten a lot better since then, I will give you that, but I was not talked about it growing up. I wasn't talked to about it. I was not told the dangers and what it can actually do to destroy your health and your body and your life and your happiness and everything. Like, it's just, and it just starts with one little ounce of food. It starts so simply with an eating disorder. It starts with just skipping one meal, or just purging one meal, or just one little thing can and then it's clicked, and then it's stuck with people who are young and don't know what they're doing, and aren't able to comprehend the consequences. Like, I as an adult now would not have chosen to do it as an adult, because I have the brain capacity now, as we all do as adults, most of us, to see the consequences of it. But when I was a kid, when it started, I couldn't see that. And so we need to be the voice to our children about what can happen and the dangers of it. Give this a thumbs up, or leave a comment actually, and tell me if you would like me to make some sort of appropriate video, like a appropriate way to tell your kids about eating disorders. Like, I could make a video and you could show your kids that video, and I could show them the consequences of what happens, and my teeth, and like I could just show them all of these things that they probably wouldn't think about before starting their eating disorder or before falling into it. So that's something I'm thinking about, and yeah, so let me know what you think about that. Thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry I'm a little bit off. I'm not very fun today. I don't feel fun today. Again, I'm on my period. I'm usually a lot more fun than this. I really am, but I'm not today, So thank you for watching. Join me tomorrow for my weekly Wednesday update, where you can see why I've had a really difficult week, and I'll explain why, but I will also explain the good things that have happened to me. And yeah, so join me tomorrow for that. Join me on Friday or Thursday and Friday for 2 Fun Friday videos this week. It's going to be really fun, and they're both Christmas themed, and because it's Christmas, and yeah. So, okay, thank you for watching. You are beautiful. You are worth it, and I am too. Thank you for watching. Bye!